solenoids or engine oil control valve on this 2020 Ford Fusion with the 1.5 liter engine. If you find my tips to be helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment. Now let's get started. Variable valve timing solenoids are located right here. And then the second solenoid is located right here. We'll be removing and replacing this solenoid today. Some of the symptoms associated with a faulty solenoid include a rattling noise, engine knock. That's one of the most typical or primary conditions you're going to see. Another condition you might have is rough running, reduced acceleration, and the ever-present trouble codes P00, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And so let's go over our supply list. We're going to need an 8mm socket to remove this bolt right here. And that's about it. Please see other items in the description below. And so you might ask, what does this part do? What does this solenoid do? Well, it manages the oil flow based on engine speed. So let's go ahead and remove and replace this solenoid and get on with this video. So I've already loosened it up, of course. And it was just snug. You just come in here. I wouldn't disconnect any hoses, just work around it. Use two hands, don't drop that screw. Right here, just press down on the back of this electrical connector and you can pull it off just like that. All right, and then you just slide it straight out. Just like that. And there you have it. There's your variable valve timing solenoid. And what happens is you get oil. For this one, it looks like you have oil coming in on this side, and then it modulates back and forth and shoots oil either out of that hole or out of that hole. Okay, that's basically how it works. There's a O-ring here. Make sure that O-ring is in good condition. You notice here this is very dry. So you're not getting oil blowing past that O-ring, which is a very good thing. Also, looking at the connection here on the engine block, it's very dry. There's no oil coming out in this area. And so this solenoid is in really good condition here. I'm gonna go ahead and read off the part number. And the part number is Charlie November 1 Golf -6 Lima 7 1 3 Alpha Delta. I'll provide links in the description below for the parts and where you might be able to locate them. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and reinstall this solenoid. So very carefully, slide it in. There you go, and then take your thumb and drop it in just like that. Because it is a little stiff at the end because of the O-ring, so it's a really snug fit. So I'm going to use two hands here to get this screw in place. There you go. So you might have to move the solenoid back and forth a little bit to get it lined up with the hole. And there you go. All right. I put maybe 10 foot-pounds of pressure. That's about it. It just fits snug. And then you take your electrical connector, which is located right here. You're gonna look inside, make sure the rubber gasket is not deformed, and it isn't. Slide it on carefully and listen for the click. There you go. And there you have it. Well, folks, that wraps up this video on the removal and replacement of the Variable Valve Timing Solenoids on this 2020 Ford Fusion with the 1.5 liter engine. I hope you found my tips to be helpful. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, drive defensively.